What's up, everyone? Colonel Fats here, coming at you with episode 9 of the FighterZ training series. In this episode, I'll be going over Super Dash, more specifically how you can use it in combos with assists or specials that your character has rather than just smacking them to the ground. But anyway, let's get started. Alright guys, now that we're here in training, let's get started. Just the basic of basic. What is Super Dash? I mean, if you're on PlayStation, or if you went through my earlier guide suggestion of go through the tutorial, you probably know how to do it, but just in case you don't, the actual input is heavy special, or heavy key blast, however you want to say it. But typically it's already macroed to right trigger. But you can go into your button settings, there they are. Go all the way to the bottom, and then this is actually where it'll tell you what the inputs for the special moves are, but H and S or right trigger, which is very nice. Obviously, if you're using a fight stick, set it to whatever you want, hit the 2 buttons, whatever. Now, another big obvious thing about it, if you don't know by now, I'm just going to quick set Gogeta here to Super Dash. That's his move. I do it. You can 2H it. Down heavy, 2H, however you want to say it. Just to get the info display settings, just to pop up stuff we already have gone by. But if this is your first Fatty Fighters episode, we'll get it going. We want the invincibility. I'm like blind. There we go. So if we see here, when I do the 2H, I'm invincibility to jump attack, which, Super Dash is an air attack, even though it's not an overhead, it's still an in-the-air attack. So you get the invincibility properties of anti-airing it, and you can send them up, and it's very easy. And then if you've seen some of my ultimate guides, some characters can do it with better than other characters, and some characters, medium or light, is better than the other. But basically what I'm talking about is if you Super Dashing move while you're in the air, this really takes some timing to do in match. It's really hard to work to just get it down. See, I've got him doing it right away. So say I'm just like jumping around, and I can hit him. I can hit him like with my tail. 21, it's medium, it works really well, but the timing is super tough. See, I was like late on that because I got him coming in like super immediately. So it's like, it's all about timing, but then you can get a combo afterwards. And then it's also good to know is, did you use your jump? See, I ruined my combo just there because I already had used my jump. I want to get this off the screen, it's bothering me. Because I had already used my jump, I can't use it again just because I 2H'd him and got a Super Dash. So, and that time I E-teched it. So the timing can be really tough on those. I'd say that's some extra high tier stuff. I don't usually try it in matches that often, but it can obviously work. I mean, with 21, you want to do, you gotta learn your characters as well. That's a specific thing. It's in my ultimate guide. Check that out. But yeah, in terms of defense, it's really 2H it, block it, or stuff it while you're in the air, and you gotta lab that out. Now let's move on to the meat and potatoes of the episode, the combos. Now, especially early on, you're probably going to be inclined to Super Dash a lot. And especially at the lower ranks, that shit's going to work. Now, it's a bad habit to just Super Dash all the time because it's very easy and very predictable, especially if you start falling into a groove. On full screen, what's the fastest way to get to him? Terrible idea. Almost always a terrible idea, unless you cover it with an assist. I will be getting more on that later in terms of that because it gets a little tricky. That can be some really tight timing. But we're going to actually switch to Goku here for the combo. What I'm going to do is I'm going to set Gogeta to, you know what, I'm going to just manually do it. I'm going to have him super jump, and that's all. So what I'm going to do then is when he does that, I'm going to Super Dash at him. And we're going to start with the solo combos. How can you solo confirm? Now, I do know a little bit of Goku. I used to play him. I went through the whole story with him. So he gets Ki Blast into quarter circle forward light pretty much in any of his combos. So it's just a little extra damage rather than rather than just doing light, you get no knockdown for that. You get absolutely nothing. That's kind of what you're going to be tempted to do, and then that's like worthless damage, really. And it gives you no positioning, no knockdown. It's what you're going to be instinctively doing. Look at that, 1620 versus, let's say we do this. So now we got 1970. But the real big thing that I'd say, especially as a newer player, you want to learn, because this can really help you with your vanish combos as well, because those are key for positioning, for advanced combos and stuff like that. You want to know how to get the wall bang combo, essentially. So stuff like that. My god, I have not played Super Saiyan Goku in Season 3 patch. That is the slowest 2M in the world. Oh my god. That's ridiculous. Anyway, so to get the solo combo, say we just smack him down and then do that. And now Goku's timing is extra weird now because his 2M is super slow. Oh my god. So I'm going to use Vegeta to cheat. I'm not using 21 because she works a little bit unique. Very unique, in fact. In fact, I picked all of these characters. The opponent's team is picked for a reason. They have specific special stuff you can do in Super Dash extensions. But if you're going with base characters, we're going to go with, Goku and Vegeta. But anyway, just to do the solo confirm, just smack them down. You have a little bit of leeway to when you do the vanish. So just to give a quick example, I could wait a little bit until he got lower to then have a better chance at connecting the 2M, because if I have him way up there, he's not gonna fall down all the way to the ground for me to be able to confirm that. So it's knowing positioning and stuff like that. So we'll do the basic vanish combo where he's low enough to the ground where we can do it. You saw me do it earlier, but it was simply dash up, 2M, 2MM, then jump and do your arrow little combo. That's the typical basics behind a vanish combo. Some characters have ridiculous auto combos that allow that to just, like, you dash forward and then start mashing it, and the second hit will connect, leading to the third hit to auto connect. I don't know if Vegeta can do it, but let's try it. Dash forward, light, yeah, he can. So yeah, most characters actually can do that. The problem that a lot of people run into is, at least the problem I was running into when I was doing it, is that micro dash. You can't just do it from set. Like, say I hit him, then we do that. Like, some characters can, like Goku Black, but not Super Saiyan Vegeta. But anyway, let's say he's way up in the air. One of the key things you can get, at least, if not anything, you can get a wall bang into a Dragon Rush. Now, with that, he's in a knockdown. I can then go for supers. So the combo itself didn't do a lot of damage, but the extra supers afterwards will, do their normal fuck 'em up job. So that's when you land that super dash and they're like at the way top of the screen or something like that. Other characters, I didn't have them out here. I should have thought about this a little harder. Other characters like Trunks. Trunks can, when they're way up in the air and he hits it, he can do, what am I trying to think of? Off of the vanish, he can do his flip and get more hits. That's what I'm talking about. It's like he's way up here. I know this is like less super dash, more vanish combos, but this is how you combo in this game, so they all kind of fit together. So yeah, and as far as solo combos goes, like, that's a good one. Now I know there's special stuff, and 21 is especially special. Wow, I was really gonna say that. But EX moves is your other way. So Season 3, EX moves are now half bar instead of full bar. So if you don't have a full bar but you get a half bar, you can't vanish, but you can do an EX move, and a lot of the times that can lead to combo. Now with Vegeta, I guess it don't. I truly don't play him that much. So his rocket kick in the air doesn't seem to do much for you, unless maybe you call an assist back. But one that I know for certain who can solo combo off of a super dash is 21. You do her EX slam, they bounce, and then you can get easy combos after that. So it really takes for labbing your character's EX moves. I personally don't think Vegeta really could do his EX kick to really get anything off of that. Because you use your super dash, obviously, so you don't have it. But yeah, EX for solo confirms. You got Vanish combo. You got special corner interactions. Oh, that's what I can do. I missed step 2 in my explanation. So when I'm talking special corner interactions, I know with Vegeta, his medium version of his kick causes a wall bounce. You're basically looking for moves that cause wall bounce. Typically, it's going to be the medium version of one of their air quarter circles. But his gets a wall bounce. Now, if they're high enough in the air, it really doesn't do much other than give me like a Dragon Rush, which is still something. It's a hard knockdown into supers without using an assist. So that's good. But if they're low to the ground, I'm pretty sure he gets just full combo. He can extend. Yeah, there we go. Boom. So it's obviously, again, labbing your characters to know the specifics on what they can do. Vegeta gets a wall bounce in the corner off of his medium, and it does work in the air. So that's a way you can confirm. Another one, I didn't put him in here because I made an ultimate guide for him. I figured you might have already checked it out. But if you haven't, I have one for Super Broly. His down heavy is his grab. And if you already use your super dash, you basically better be at the corner. Otherwise, you just grabbed him and you have to vanish to get a Dragon Rush, which is a waste of meter. So, special stuff. Learn your characters, learn how to do it is essentially what this is going to be, but I'm going to be going through a bunch of examples, and then we're going to go through assists and whatnot. So let's keep it going. Now, moving on to the next way to confirm your Super Dash combo is to use assists. This is, in my opinion, the best way, and something you should really work on with your team, because all assists are different, and it really takes the lab work to get the timing on when to call the assist, how you can confirm, do I have to land in super dash, or do I have to land, then dash jump, attack, 2H, and now I got my bread and butter combo. So, what I'm talking about with the using an assist, there's multiple ways to do it because they're all different, but we're going to use 21s because it's easy peasy, and it allows us to get the air 2H into the dragon or super dash reset. Now, what I mean by that is, when you use your super dash in a combo, you don't get it back until you land. So, if I do this and 2H him, I can't super dash up at him because I already used it. But if I use an assist like you just saw to land, I can then super dash again. Now, the big thing is, some assists like Jiren or base Goku, they send you way far. So, unless you're in the corner, the only way to really get to them is to use the super dash after you land. But a lot of characters, a lot of team dynamics, you kind of want assists that will allow you to essentially get them in an air combo, jump forward, hit him again, and then launch him up. So we use 21 to do that. And what I'm talking about is, so we hit him into the assist and jump up, and now when we do our 2H, we have our super dash back. So then it's basically a normal bread and butter combo. Now, just to show, I was struggling with this at first, but Goku with his Kamea is a little harder to use mid-screen. In fact, it's almost like I'd say don't use it mid-screen. Get him to the corner and then try it. Because the timing is just tricky. But hey, first try. Got it. I was not expecting that. But you smack him down into it, land, and then super dash after him. So like you saw, it is possible, and we do keep... see the timing. We do keep our smash property when we do it that way. So when we get him near the corner, we can get this into like Dragon Rush, and then we get a full combo. Now, I don't use beam characters, I'll be honest. They're really powerful and really good for neutral and controlling areas, but I personally don't use them. And what I've learned is sampling out Goku right here, you kind of want it more for the corner. Then you can get a ground Dragon Rush. Like so. And then you can continue to go into supers there. Or, well, I gotta wait for him to come back. Or, we can... I really don't use beam though. We can just reset them right on the ground because it takes them to the corner, but we're already there. So it's nice and easy peasy. So essentially, using assists does take the lab work, especially one of the frustrating things is when the character is so high in the air. Now that changes all of your timing. Like 21 assists is honestly pretty timing intensive on when you can land it because it comes out really fast and it's not that huge of a hitbox and it's just flies across the screen. So if you miss, it's gone. You don't have a huge beam that it hits for a long while, so the tail end of the beam or the front end of the beam, can hit. But no, her ball just goes through. So you really need to work on all the timing, work on all the heights. This is just practicing essentially in a game, doing all this. I realize when you're doing this, just a quick fatty tip, change your assist cooldown to quick recovery. That way, you fail or succeed, your assist will be back. So assists are a huge way to do this. And it will actually go into your instinct. So like I said, most people's instinct with characters is when starting out and accidentally hitting an assist is if you super dash, you're going to hit light. You might just be mashing light because you want to get the hit after the super dash and you hit too many so you smack them down. So this is a good way to just smack them down into an assist, work on that, or like we just did earlier, just do the light into the vanish. Again, same starting scenario, but just different execution. Now I'm going to show you some special ways you can confirm off of the super dash. These are very character specific. These are just some of the ones that I know. Janumba here, if you've checked out my ultimate guide, which if you haven't, you definitely should. He's super fun. But he can confirm in an odd way by using his teleport. So you do 2H into forward teleport up at them, if that makes any sense. But here's just a quick demo on that. So he can get a nice super dash combo just by himself, no assist needed. 40, well, it does reasonable damage, so it gives a hard knockdown. What you really want is that hard knockdown, because if you got the bar, all you need is a hard knockdown, and you can just give him the house and do like 70% damage just by supers alone. So it's kind of ridiculous what you can do. Moving on, let's do Vegito. His whole kit is essentially hit him with the super dash and then hit him with the medium. Like, it takes him so far. Like, and he gets massive corner combo with this. Oh, I can't make Vegeta jump. Oh well, that's fine. You do this, and then down heavy, and then you can do fancy stuff. I haven't played him in a bit, but it's all about the quarter circle forward medium attack with him. Oh yeah, I don't have my super dash, duh. You can get this, and you can do crazy stuff like that. So his whole thing is all about, it doesn't matter if you super dash, you land a jump, you get his quarter circle forward medium near the corner, he gets combo city. So that's just something special with him. And then one of my favorite characters, even though he's not that great, is Gogeta. Essentially with him, you can just fully auto it out, but it does not smack them down. It smacks them over, kind of like, just like 21. Hers doesn't smack down, but her, quarter circle back medium does. We'll get onto her, obviously, you gotta do 21. But with Gogeta, you actually do his quarter circle forward S, his clone Kamehameha, and then you hold back, because it gives you the proper height one to shoot a straight beam and hit him. If that makes sense. It probably makes sense after I do it. I didn't super dash there. Same concept would have worked, but whatever. Kamehameha, hold back, and then he gets this. And then you can actually, when I was working on the timing, I don't have 21, but you can actually use an assist after that too. I don't know how with Janemba or Vegito, but there's a way. So he's got a special way to do it as well. And then let's switch back to my team. 21, if you haven't seen the guide, you should. But she can go into her grab and then into her slam for an easy assist confirm. I don't really use Vegeta, so I don't know the timing, but it's all about timing. If I don't want to use the grab because I don't know the timing, I can call in Vegeta earlier, like so, and then it resets him near the ground. So she's got special ways to do things, and like I did mention, her light does not smack them down, so that is not an appropriate way to extend Super Dash. It'll just smack them away, and all you can really do is vanish. Now for the last part of the video, I wanted to go over something I honestly forgot to put in the sparking guide. My bad. But there's a special interaction with Super Dash and sparking. What I'm going to do is I'm going to have Gogeta block at the moment to show it off. So normally when you Super Dash and an opponent blocks you, you bounce off and you're a set distance away. You know, you can backdash, up jump, all that stuff. But if you're in sparking, she crouches in at the opponent. So what you can do is get a free overhead real fast. This gets people so quick. So I don't have sparking anymore. Yes, that can hit, but normally your opponent does something after they block a Super Dash. They'll try and jump, they'll backdash, they'll do something. So that's not as effective. But again, sparking, free overhead, and actually, if you saw that, free 2 overheads with 21. So you kind of got to go with which character works the best. And now there's a very specific interaction that I believe has happened due to Season 3 somehow. I don't know the specifics, but you're now 2H'able after that. They left enough of a gap to be able to be 2H'd. So say I try to go for, you know, the medium light. I get smacked with... Now that timing is really tough. Like, I swear, when I see people mash, like, or go Super Dash, and then have sparking, they almost always go for that extra attack. And I can't get the timing. Like, this timing on this 2H must be super tight. But, it's there. Now, one special thing that I did find out, though, yes, he can Super Dash, but instead of doing medium light, getting 2 overheads, if I just do medium and block, it's actually a safe jump with 21. Now, other characters, it might be different buttons. You need to lab it out. But just watch this. He's set to 2H, so I'm going to do my medium and then immediately block. It's a safe jump. My attack does go off, but I'm low enough to the ground that the animation cancels and I am allowed to block his 2H. Pretty neat fact. So if you're going in there and you want to do that, you're not doomed to a 2H. Now, you might be doomed to the fact that if your opponent knows this, they can take their turn. Like, taking your turn with 2H, future video, is very good. You just do 2H and then do a special move. It's very character specific, but it is a very good thing to save yourself if you just whiff a 2H or hit them with the 2H and they block. Because your plus frames or your minus frames are really high. Cancel it into a special, you're much safer. But that's a future video. One final thing I wanted to mention. I know I said the last part was the last part, but this is the last part, I promise. But a lot of times what I've seen people do in their strings is they'll do heavy into Super Dash. And I've always thought, I'm like, that should be 2H'able. I always try, and I feel like it doesn't work. Now, if they use an assist to make it safe, then yeah, obviously it's safe. But with perfect AI timing, you try and end your block string into H into Super Dash, corner or not, you are getting 2H. So if you see that your opponent is doing their strings and not using an assist, but going heavy into Super Dash, 2H. 2H that shit. It's 2H'able. I swear, I get screwed so many times online where I'm in the corner and then they do H into Super Dash, and then they just keep the pressure going with an assist afterward, do an instant air dash, because, you know, on a blocked Super Dash, you still have your jump, you can dash in. So a lot of people who do mix-ups like that in their strings where they do H into that, but it's not truly safe unless your assist timing is there. So let's just get Vegeta there. That was actually weirdly perfect. He would have 2H canceled my dash, but Vegeta hit him before he hit. I don't know. That was a weird series of events. But anyway, If you see him do this, 2H him. It's very 2Hable.